Hi, I'm Shane with the Drum Center of Portsmouth in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We're on the web at drumcenternh.com, and today we are featuring the all-new Yamaha DTX-6 series of electronic drum sets. Now this is brand new for Yamaha. There has been a bit of turnover in their electronic drum line. They have killed off a lot of their other higher-end lines in the 7 and the 900 series, and the 5 is also gone. So right now we have the DTX-400 series kit, and now we have the DTX-6, and this is built around the awesome DTX-PRO module. Now the kit is sold in 3 different configurations. What you're seeing here today is the DTX-6K. This is the baby of the line with the rubber tom pads, the economical crash cymbal, the economical hi-hats. Something that's very important for me to emphasize before we get rolling here is that I don't work for Yamaha and I don't work for Roland. I work for our customers. My goal is to help you make an informed decision so that you feel like you made the best choice when selecting your gear. And my hope is that you use us as your supplier of choice when it comes to spending your drum money. And before we dig into all the details, I want to address some of the obvious questions that a lot of people have. Number 1, the footprint. How much space does this take up? The kit that you're seeing me sitting at right now is not even 5 feet wide, and it's not even 3 feet deep. It doesn't take up too much space, and you can easily fold this in to put it in closet, locker, whatever, when you're not using it. Number 2, bass drum pedal. Yes, this will accommodate a double bass drum pedal. There is no bass drum pedal included, but the tower itself is there. Number 3, what else am I going to need when I buy this kit? Well, as I had mentioned, the bass drum pedal is not included, and neither is the seat, and neither are headphones or an amp. Number 4, expandability. You probably want to know, can I add more pads to this? Yes. Number 5, can I import my own samples? Yes, you can. My favorite price range in electronic drums is $1,000 to $2,000. I really feel like the most value is there. Sure, you get much more when you spend more, but for someone looking to enjoy electronic drums as opposed to performing surgery on WAV files, I love this price range. The ideal candidate for someone to own one of these drum sets can range from somebody that's just looking to get started in electronic drums and they want to start out at a higher level. Someone who plays professionally is another option. They just want a more compact solution. Someone who wants to perform at home and share their video content online. A teacher who wants to share their lessons online. There are many people that live in very tight living situations, apartments, condos, dorms. For those of you that don't have that space problem, the first thing that you're going to notice with all the fury of an unloved internet troll is that snare pad. It's an 8-inch pad which is ideal for the compactness, but for someone that's a little bit more expressive, it becomes a bit more of a difficult target. The big news here, though, is that this module has a completely new architecture. So if you want to use a mesh pad from another manufacturer that's bigger, you could do that. Now, the rubber pads on these kits, to me, they feel great. In my opinion, rubber pads have become the birch of the electronic drum world. What I mean is that for many years, birch drums were used to record some of your favorite music, and then one day the industry said that maple was better, and people seemed to believe that, which never made any sense to me. The same can be said for Roland and their mesh head technology. They held the patent on mesh heads for many years and really pushed the narrative that mesh heads were better, which is funny because even they still make rubber pads that also feel great. What I'm most excited about when it comes to this particular kit is this DTX-PRO module. Now, this is the AMG of drum modules in its price range. It is awesome. It has much more horsepower than the competition, but most importantly, it's easy to use. What these companies have learned is that when people get these electronic drum sets, they don't want to be spending time programming it. They want to play them. So it needs to be easy to use, like the Jitterbug phone. The thing I love when I look at this module is there's very few buttons. If I want to change the sound, I can do that very easily with ambience, compression, or effects. And these knobs, they also light up, which is great if you're on a darker stage and you need to access them. The samples on this module are all new samples that Yamaha has recorded in world-class studios, and they just sound awesome. I want to take advantage of some of the features that this module has. Like, for example, let's say I want a different sounding crash cymbal. So that's easy for me to just go into my instrument and just change the sound. That's cool. I like that. So I'll store that to a user's kit, and I can name it my own way. Why don't we just call this Babsolute Maple? How's that? And hit store. Now, there are a ton of user kits on here, and if you need even more than that, then you have the USB drive input in the back, so you can put a thumb drive in and have countless amounts of user kits. And that's something that's very important to me. I've dabbled with electronic drums for many years, and I've always wanted to have my own, samples, banks, user kits, and it allows me to do that easily. And there's my new crash. Hey, I can choke it too. Now, this ambience knob is really, if I could pick one thing that I wanted on this module, it's right here. It's this ambience knob. The ambience knob acts like the room mics. So for those of you who've watched our video demos, you see us where we demo close mic drums, and then we have the room mics. It's essentially the same thing. What we have is an actual drum sample, and when I dial up this ambience all the way up to 50%, that is the authentic room sound of the room that these drum samples were recorded in. And after we hit that 50% mark, it becomes a simulated reverb that Yamaha puts in there and makes it sound even more big. There are onboard training features, which I love. This is what I think is so great for drummers of any level. I don't care if you're getting started or if you're an absolute professional. They have some onboard training that is actually fun. So you can practice and not feel like this is actually work. My favorite is the measure break, where it will give you a click for a few bars of time, and then it will pull out and then come back in. And it will measure how accurate you were with your time. %. Oh no! %. So my ego got through that fill, but it's telling me I was only halfway there. That's something that is incredibly important when it comes to transitions. I always tend to push into a chorus and drag going back into the verse, and it's something every drummer needs to focus on their time and work on getting better at their time. And this is a very fun way of doing that, and also incredibly humbling. If I want to get a little more elaborate with the clicks, I just go over to the right of this module, and my clicks are right here. Easy to start. Now I have the ability to adjust the volume, or I could go and work with subdivisions as well. So bring that up. I love subdividing. Makes it much easier, especially on slow tempos. Big help. And beyond that, I would plug into my phone, play along to some songs, mess around on some of these different kits. It's awesome. And one thing that I just wish this existed when I was really getting started is this Rec and Share app. You plug in your phone and syncs up, and you could play your music. It'll find the meter of the song and then give you a count in, and then you could film yourself and record right onto your phone. It's insane. Now this is a feature that they've introduced on the EAD10, but to just plug the kit right in is so easy. Even better, when you buy the kit, you get a free copy of Cubase software. So you've got your own DAW right there. To put a bow on things and wrap this up, I have to say, I really do love this kit. Now, personally, for me, this snare pad, I want something bigger. I play a 14-inch snare drum, so to go to a 7-inch striking surface, it doesn't do it for me. The pad sizes, they don't really bother me because I can expand these out a little bit and get the same feel, you know, in terms of space if I want to. But the snare drum is something that, for somebody like me, it doesn't really fly. So I would want to upgrade this snare drum right away. Now, for somebody who's in a very compact situation, that might not be the case. But all in all, the kit is awesome. One thing I do love about Yamaha and Roland too, like these two companies, is that when they do put something out, it's bulletproof. So when you get this, it's not really gonna fail. Now, I've seen that some of the kick pad sensors do wear out after excessive use, but we do need to remember something. We're taking wood sticks and beating on this stuff. So sometimes things will wear out, but replacement parts are very easy to obtain and they're not too expensive. I hope you found this helpful, entertaining, and all that good stuff. If you have questions or you want to buy these, the links are in the description below, and we'd love to hear your feedback. How did you feel about this kit? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Also, please hit that subscribe button so that you get notified whenever we post new content like this. And as always, thank you for your continued support.